Hi everyone, this is Julianne Victoria of Through the Peacock's Eyes. Welcome to my channel. This is the video series for the Uranus and Taurus transit for each astrological sign. Now, Uranus did enter Taurus last May of 2018, but he retrograded back into Aries, and he officially enters his long-term stay in Taurus in March 2019. Now, he will be there until April 2026, except from July 2025 when he moves into Gemini, but then he retrogrades back into Taurus in November 2025 until April 2026 when he officially moves forward into Gemini. So for these readings, so they will be my Astro Tarot Scope / Oracle Scope. So going along with the unconventional energy of Uranus, I've picked out, I've actually already done it and prepped the decks, a different deck for each astrological sign based on the energies I was feeling. And then I actually went through and redid it because I felt like the energy shifted. So I have the decks all shuffled and prepped for you. I will shuffle a little more on screen. While I am shuffling, I will discuss the Uranus transit in your sign. And you can listen to these based on your sun sign, which is my focus. You can also listen to them based on your moon sign, if that's very strong for you, or your rising or ascendant sign. And this is coming from the Western astrology perspective, if you're wondering. I did make a video discussing the how and what to listen to when you listen to general Western astrology horoscope. So I'm going to link that on screen here towards the end of your video for your sign. Because sometimes if you're listening to your ascendant or rising sign, it can be off, and that depends on the degree of your rising sign and how your house lays out. So I'll link that video on screen if you want to check it out. I think that's all I wanted to say here. Again, I'll be using either a tarot or an oracle card deck for your sign. I will do a 3-card spread. Discuss the astrology while I'm shuffling, and then do the tarot or oracle card reading for the guidance that you need for your sign for this very long-term Uranus in Taurus transit. All right, everyone, thank you for watching and enjoy your Astro Tarot / Oracle Scope. Hi Virgo, welcome to your Astro Tarot Scope for the Uranus in Taurus transit, and I did choose a tarot deck for you. So Uranus is transiting your 9th house, and the 9th house is the house of spirituality, religion, and philosophy. It's also the house of law and politics and higher education, foreign travel. So Uranus bringing in surprises, unexpected events, unconventionality, rebellious energy even. His energy can affect any of those areas of your life. So it may be, for some, it could be you suddenly decide to join a religious group, or maybe you're in a religious group and you decide you don't want to be in that, or you change, or you suddenly decide to go to school, higher education, or you suddenly decide to quit school, or you want to go into politics, or you say, I'm not going to take this path, I'm going to go to law school. Or you decide that, this year or during this 7-year transit, at some point, again, this energy you won't feel this continuously for the 7 years. It will happen at different points for different people, and how often will depend on your chart. But it could be sometime during this transit you decide, you know what, I want to take a year off and travel the world. I'm going to go all over the world and travel. Or different points during you suddenly decide, I'm going to go visit this country, or I want to go visit that country. But there is a sudden energy to it. So they're quick decisions. It could surprise you. It could surprise other people, especially if it's something like you're in school. Let's say you're studying law. You're in law school right now. And during this transit, one day you wake up and you're like, you know what? I don't want to be a lawyer. I don't want to study law. I don't want to be in school. I want to travel the world instead. So it's that type of energy, how this is going to affect you, Virgo. Okay, so that's the transit energy. Let's see what advice, guidance we get for you from the tarot, from God, Spirit, the universe, for this Uranus and Taurus transit. Okay. And for you, Virgo, I chose the Gill Tarot. I'll lay our 3-card spread here. And you have 2 3s. Someone else got 2 3s too. Can't remember who it was now. But 3 is a number of growth and creativity. So this Uranus and Taurus energy, and Taurus is it's an earth sign, so there's a lot of growth potential. Like Taurus energy to me is like gardening and nature and things growing and blossoming. Um, Whatever happens suddenly for you, it's to trigger great growth, especially in those areas of life of religion, spirituality, your life philosophy, travel, education, and so on. Is to trigger your growth. And I am feeling more of the sort of life philosophy energy, that your philosophy, your view of life, whether it is religious or of a spiritual path or not, is going to be a big part of what triggers the changes you make in your life, especially if it has to do with education. Whether it could be higher education as in university or things you want to learn yourself, but it's for your personal growth. It's really more of a personal growth energy with this Uranus and Taurus in your 9th house transit. How do you want to grow? How do you want to grow? Okay, so the first card we have here is the Three of Swords. And I'm getting the energy of discontentment. Not so much pain as often comes up with this card, or sorrow as the card says, but it's what in life, again, life philosophy energy that's influencing your personal growth. What in your life, whether it's your views on life, your philosophy on life, and swords is ideas and thoughts, your beliefs, your spiritual beliefs, your religious beliefs, your beliefs of what life is about. You're really going to take action, sudden surprising action to other people based on what in life, what your beliefs, what your thoughts that have been up to this point have led you to discontentment. I hope that makes sense. So it's a shifting in your thoughts and beliefs to get away from living a discontented life or whatever specific thing you are discontented about or uncontent about, so that you can grow. So with the 3 energy, so that you can grow, that personal growth, that you can grow personally and spiritually. For some, it may be going back to school and studying something. For others, it's learning and studying about, we'll say, philosophy with this house, what life means to you. And for some, it may be traveling to discover, to do this personal growth, to get other perspectives of other people, to educate yourself on other people, other cultures, other religions, philosophy on life. So I'm sort of getting like an existential crisis energy with this card. Not a full-on debilitating crisis, but like, whoa, I don't know if this belief of life or this spiritual belief or this religious path has been right for me. I'm not happy in it. I need to learn more. That's what I'm getting here. After all that, to sum it up. Now, the other 3 here we have is the Empress. So a major arcana 3. So from this discontentment is tremendous growth. The Empress, here she's a mountain, she's pregnant. There's growth. It continues to grow. It keeps growing. And Empress is ruled by Venus, who also rules Taurus. So tremendous growth in yourself. So personal and spiritual growth with this. And I feel like this growth actually is fairly continuous through this 7-year cycle, even though the moment of discontentment may occur this year, in a couple of years, in 5 years, or different segments of discontentment that shift and trigger more growth. But beautiful growth that leads to a great sense of abundance. I was going to say abundance of who you are, but abundance of realizing the abundance that comes from your role in life. So the existential crisis that this is triggering, and it may be, obviously sudden with Uranus energy, will lead to great abundance. Abundance in being, abundance in essence. Okay. hope that makes sense. Okay, Virgo, the next card for you is the Princess of Cups, which would be the Page of Cups, and it says evolution on it. And I just feel this is saying you are evolving. This is the personal and spiritual growth. You are evolving, and the evolving comes through a shift. It could be a shakeup as you reevaluate your beliefs and your thoughts and your religious path. It could shake you up for a while, and that's part of this. But it's an evolution in your personal philosophy. And it's a beautiful evolution. I just love how like these beams of light are coming off the cup. And we have our little mermaid-ish looking creature here. It's like beams of sunlight coming through both trees and water. It's really beautiful. There's just a lot of, growth. That's just the word that keeps coming to me. A lot of beautiful evolution and growth within you and your understanding of life, what life is about, understanding, I will say, the true nature of reality. And for some, it'll come through a shift, a sudden shift, a surprising shift, a shock even in your spiritual path, your religious path, whatever that means for each of you. But there is beautiful and tremendous growth here. Just a little bit of an existential crisis to trigger it off. So work through this energy, seek guidance if you need it. But Uranus is his energy is to shake things up within you so that you can grow as a person and as a soul. All right, Virgo, just keep growing. Work with comes up through this transit. Wishing you, great abundance in life. And thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I'll see you back here soon.